This has no impact on the market. I don't think it does. The memo has been released. It alleges abuses by the FBI and the Justice Department when requesting that surveillance warrant on the Trump campaign. One presidential campaign spied on another presidential campaign. Got it? Democrats and the media responding furiously. They say it's an attempt to undermine the FBI and the Mueller investigation. So, now what? Axios, that's a news website. It says 5 more memos are coming. Devin Nunes suggests another memo about the State Department. Judge Napolitano is here. Carry it forward. Where to from here?
Well, the Democratic memo, which has already been prepared and which purports to examine the same raw intelligence as the Republican memo but comes to radically different conclusions, will be voted on by the committee today. The Speaker of the House, Republican Paul Ryan, is in favor of it. 4 Republican members of the committee have already said they're in favor of it. They need 1 more, so they need a majority of the committee. Then it has to go to the White House. If the president does nothing, it comes out in 5 days. If the president modifies it, whites things out, redacts things, says forget about it, he is the ultimate decider on declassifying, so he could stop it from coming out. I think there'll be a political firestorm there, but that's something he'll have to deal with.
So it's memo week all over again.
You're right.
More memo
Here's
weeks.
what Axios, I think, is talking about. Congressman Nunes denies that there is any more memos coming out about this.
Yes.
There are memos coming out about other things that the State Department did in the Obama era, that the Justice Department did in the Obama era. And there may be a memo coming out from, this is almost inconceivable, the FBI, which will defy the committee that is its regulator and defy the president. But from the committee about FISA, there's only 1 more memo coming out. What have we learned? We've learned that the cavalier attitude about spying on American citizens, which you've heard me complain about for years now, in fact is prevalent, not only in the FBI and in the Justice Department, but on the part of the judges who authorize these things. Stuart, it is inconceivable that one court grants 99.9% of all warrants requested of it. This is the court, because it lowers the constitutional standard and makes it very easy for the judges to grant these warrants.
Question about the memo that may or may not come out about the State Department. Nothing to do with the surveillance warrant, but about the State Department. The Secretary of State during that time was Hillary Clinton.
Yes. So this is very tantalizing that Congressman Nunes said this. He just said it 10 minutes ago on Fox and Friends. We don't know any more about it than this. It's the State Department and it's Hillary Clinton. So it's not John Kerry.
But this is totally separate from the surveillance warrant and the Russia. This is separate.
Yes. I do think that Congressman Gowdy is correct. All the hullabaloo that was caused on Friday, this does not affect Bob Mueller's investigation one whit. As much as I like the president and want him to succeed, I do think he's incorrect, or perhaps being a little putting Trumpian spin on it when he says, I'm vindicated. I don't think this slows down Mueller or impedes him at all.
I'm waiting for that State Department memo. That's what I want to see.
When it comes, you'll have it.
Yeah, I think I will. Thank you, Judge. See you later.